All right, so I'm going to make an argument that the Mazda 3 hatchback is the best hatchback out nowadays. And if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know I had a 2014 Mazda 3 hatchback. I didn't have a touring. I think I had an S model with a 2-liter engine, and it was peppy. I mean, it had dual exhaust. It wasn't fast, and it had rear cross traffic alert. It did not, however, have a backup camera, but as you can see, there's not a bad angle on it. And I think mine looked just as good as this one. Now, I think I had 16-inch tires on mine. And yeah, I mean, there's not a bad angle on this hatchback. And these are underrated. So I feel like with Honda and the Toyota, they're a little bit more hyped. And this has like a traditional engine. You can get this with a 2-liter. With like 155 horsepower, 150, or this 2.5-liter with 185. So, like I said, I used to have a 2014. And again, I think this vehicle is great because it kind of flies under the radar. So you don't have to pay the premium that you might pay on some used Hondas and Toyotas. But anyway, you have stitching here, which is nice. This is like a dark chocolate brown. You probably can't tell. This is soft touch here. This is a pretty simple but standard layout here for this Mazda 3. You know, you have automatic climate control. You have a little display here, which mine had here. You do have heated seats here, which is dope. I think mine had heated seats. This one has an electronic parking brake. So everything's pretty straightforward. Interior-wise, these seats are kind of tight. Like, I'm tall, but I'm not like a huge guy. These seats are tight. I mean, they're nice. This back row is tight, but I think when you have a compact car, a lot of times, outside of maybe kids being in the back, you don't have like a ton of people. These seats are automatic, so that's cool. I mean, there's not, like I said, a ton of room back here, but I could sit back here if this seat was moved up a little bit. This is a good seating position for me. I wish these toggles had like chrome trim, and the seats kind of lean back, so you have good headroom, or decent headroom, I should say. You do have pretty high window seals because of the shape of this vehicle, but this is the way the cabin looks. I mean, it's not ultra modern, but it's a good compact vehicle. And you know, a lot of times you'll get in Kias or Hyundais and they look kind of better as far as infotainment and layout, but you know, drivetrain quality to me is just not there. And just overall longevity. I love the wheels on this vehicle. These are 18-inch wheels, so I think anything from 16 to 18, but there's not a bad angle on this car. And then this is why I like this vehicle right here. Because this, when I had my hatchback, I remember I bought this glass desk, and I could fit the parts in here just by laying the seats down. It's pretty straightforward. You have a little light here. There's no storage under here. You have a donut, but for a compact car, it just gives you some utility. Solid closure on that. Just a really, really good design. Excellent design. Swoopy. I like the wheels. I would take 17s on this vehicle, but I love the accent in the mirror. It looks mature and it looks classy. You know, I'm not missing fog lights because you have those accents at the bottom, so really underrated. And this has a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine with 185 horsepower. And this vehicle probably weighs like 2,900 pounds or something like that. So good power to weight.